Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Sunday Fun Day. It's July 24th, 2022. And since everyone has jumped on the train, I figured I would at least give you guys a breakdown, even though I haven't done a sale yet. It's all about WhatNot. And if you're not familiar with what WhatNot is or how it works in the last couple of weeks or months, probably either living under a rock or just not that big into the reselling world. And that's okay, because I'm going to show you right here exactly what WhatNot is and how it works. Okay, so self-admittedly, I have not ran a WhatNot sale yet. About a month ago, I actually went ahead and applied to be a seller on there. They approved me pretty quickly, and I was onboarded within a few days. So basically, they make you come on and do a little training session, little 30-minute tutorial, and then you can become a seller on WhatNot. So what is it? So WhatNot is an app, and if you've ever watched a YouTube or an Instagram or Facebook live session where a reseller or somebody else holds up items and lets people bid on them, well, that's where WhatNot kind of came about from. So a lot of people would say, hey, I'm selling this cool item. Here it is. Bids start at $5. And then the chat would go crazy. I bid 5, I bid 6. There's how are you going to keep track of it? How are you going to invoice? How are you going to know who bought what? Who got their bid in first? And so it's just a bunch of craziness doing it on YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. It worked and people made money doing it, but there had to be a better way, and the better way is WhatNot. So what this app allows you to do, and I am going to go ahead and sell on it. I'm going to do a sale on WhatNot at some point. What it allows you to do is basically set a time for your show. Let's say tomorrow night, it's Monday, July 25th. I want to do a show at 6 p.m., right? I can log into this app after I've been accepted as a seller, and I can create an auction, a show for 6 p.m. And then at 6 p.m., I'm going to come on live and I'm going to have all my items. Let's say that I want to do a 30-piece men's show. I'm going to auction off 30 pieces of men's clothes that I have. Or maybe I'm going to do women's clothes. Or maybe I'm going to do 15 men's and 15 women's. You can certainly mix it up. You can do whatever you want. You can do video games, game systems, clothes, jewelry, Pokemon cards, all kinds of categories. You don't want to probably mix clothes with jewelry or with Pokemon cards. Whatever you want to do, you can. But niching out the show is probably the best way to do it. So you will go ahead and take your 30 items and you will upload them into WhatNot. And by upload, what I mean is you'll give item number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and a title. So you're going to upload item number 1 first and a title. It might say men's Tommy Bahama green shirt. And then number 2 might say men's Tommy Bahama purple shirt, extra large. And number 3 might say men's Columbia red shirt, medium, right? So you're going to upload these titles for all these items. Go ahead and number your items so that you know which one is which when you're doing the auction. Then when you start the auction, every item you will assign a minimum price. Let's say you want to start all your shirts off at $5. Bam, bam, bam. You could do $1. It's a really big marketing tool. Like I'm starting a bunch of items at $1. I'm going to show you a screenshot in a few minutes of the Posh Kings actually doing a live show that I watched today for a little while. And then you'll just start your show and you'll hold up the first item. Item number 1, green, extra large, Tommy Bahama, whatever it is, $5. And people that are on the app can just click bid. And so it always knows who has bid the most and who is bidding. And then it could go up by increments of say $2, right? $7, $9. And people will bid, and then it's plus shipping and tax. And when they're done bidding, it has a little countdown clock, like 10 seconds till the next bid. And if it gets down to 0, the bidding ends and that item is over. So it might have $5 start price. Someone bids 7, and then a few seconds later, someone bids 9, and then no one else bids. In 10 seconds, it ends. And that's it. It's a $9 item plus shipping plus taxes. And it's sold, and it tells you who the winner is, and then you move on to item 2 and item 3. And then when you're done your show, WhatNot actually gives you the report of every item. Item 1 sold for 9 plus shipping. Item 2 sold, and it gives you the labels to print and ship. You don't have to worry about writing it down or keeping track. You don't have to invoice. You don't have to print labels or have to make your own labels. You can just print them, and you just go to town, and all your stuff goes out the door. And it's a fantastic way to move some inventory. But because you are doing little 10 and 20 second auctions, there's no guarantee what you're going to get for an item. So you have to either start it at what you want, or you have to be prepared to sell items for cheap. And with the shipping and taxes being covered here, that you're just going to make what that amount that it sells for, whatever your minimum was, plus or less the WhatNot fee that they're going to take. So that is pretty much just a basic how it works. What I really want to do is I want to show you. So let's go over for a minute And I'm going to take you into what was an auction earlier today from the Posh Kings. They do a lot of clothing. Brad and John, you guys know them. You've probably seen them. You probably love them. They have like almost 200,000 followers on Instagram. And they will sit and just hold up items one after another after another. They'll go through hundreds of items because they might have only paid $2 or $3 for an item, right? And they're gonna start these items at $3, at $5. And so if they sell for $5 plus shipping, they're only gonna make $2, but they're okay with that because they are selling volume and they don't have to make eBay listings and sit and wait for it to sell. They could put up 100 shirts and sell 90 of them and average, let's just say $3 profit, because some will sell better, or $4 profit. And in a little, if every item only takes them 30 seconds, they could do two a minute. So that's 50 minutes. Let's just say they run a 1 hour WhatNot show, plus probably the 30 minutes it takes for them to create the little titles and numbers. They could make $200, $300, $400 in a 1 hour WhatNot show. And I don't know Brad and John's numbers. I'm totally just spitballing this. But the point is, you could also sell higher end stuff and mix it in there and make $20 and $30 profits on items that you would make the same by spending all the time listing on eBay and waiting for it. So it may be for you, it may not be for you. Now, one thing that stops a lot of people from wanting to get on WhatNot, even when they understand it, is that they don't have a following. They don't have any social media followers or an email list or anything of that nature, which is okay because WhatNot actually has an organic search. I'll put some screenshots up. People can find you organically. You don't have to have followers. Obviously, if you have a following on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or TikTok where you can say, hey guys, on Monday I'm doing a show and hundreds of people come over and watch your show, well, yeah, that's going to create a lot of buzz and get you some sales and get you off and running, but you can be found organically, so that's okay. You don't have to have a following like Brad and John or like me or like anybody else. You could just have 500 or 1,000 people. I've seen them do thousands of dollars in sales with like 40 people in the room, 50 people in the room, so it's really not that difficult. The other thing is, and this is what gets me and kind of discouraged me from getting started right away, having items that are WhatNotable. So I sell a lot of remote controls. Like this Polk audio remote's probably worth like 15, 20 bucks, but I can't put this on WhatNot. Who's gonna bid on this, right? Nobody's gonna bid on my remote controls. But if I pull out some clothing, then, I could get some bids and sell some items. And I'm into my items for $2 or $2.50. So it's entirely possible I start items off at $3, $4, $5, and they'd sell. People would love to buy a shirt, a nice Columbia shirt for $5, $6 plus 5 shipping or 6 shipping or whatever it is, and get a deal on it. I could put it up on eBay for $15 and see what happens, but that's why WhatNot makes things kind of roll so fast. And a lot of people are listing stuff on their platforms, but also then just running WhatNot sales. They're pulling items out and putting it to the side. Like, I'm going to WhatNot this, WhatNot this, WhatNot this. It's kind of a good idea, like WhatNot inventory versus the rest. It could be very good for you. And some people are doing one show a week. Some are doing 2 or 3 a week. Some are doing a show every day, which is insanity. Do I think that it's going to last? I think they've done a good job, and I think it's probably going to be around for a little while. Everybody seems to love it. It seems clean. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of issues, although I've heard a few questionable characters are appearing on WhatNot, so do your due diligence and be careful of that. But other than that, I think everything seems good with the site. I think, or with the app, it's just an app. Go download it. WhatsApp. You don't have to have any kind of approval other than just downloading the app and signing up to be a buyer. And the auction excitement is what causes this site to do so well. And I really do like that factor of it. So I may pull out some clothing, and I am going to, and I'm going to run a WhatNot sale. It's July 24th, so my goal is before the end of this month to run at least 1 or 2 WhatNot sales and see if we can't get a little traction and move some stuff, get some following on there, move some people over, and get everyone up to speed on what is WhatNot and how it works. Let's thank the sponsor of our channel in today's video, List Perfectly, the best and fastest cross-listing tool for resellers. They'll help you get your inventory in front of 12 platforms in just minutes, including eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, Shopify, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, and many others. Thank List Perfectly for the time and effort they've put into bringing you this amazing tool. Save 30% on your first month or upgrading a month with List Perfectly using discount code ROCKSTARLP. I'll put it down in the description box. They do an amazing job. They have an amazing team, and we want to thank List Perfectly for being a sponsor of the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Okay, so this is a screen share of my phone from a WhatNot auction that Brad and John did. And I just want to give you kind of a breakdown of what you're seeing here. You can see that it has the follow button in the top left, which I did follow them. I unfollowed them just to show you the follow button there. And then it says WhatNot. You can see their live stream. And if you notice, Brad and John have that piece of clothing labeled number 078. And that's so they can easily identify who won what auction and what item goes to what person. On the right, you have a heart. Just like liking something on any social media. You have Brad and John's store where they have 486 items. So the store is a pretty cool feature on WhatNot also, because that allows you to actually create items that you can upload into your WhatNot, and people can shop those like buy it nows when you're not even live. So that's pretty cool. There's a record button, which is what I did to record their stream. There's a share button. You can share if you want to help your friends or other colleagues out. And then there's your pay button. And then the left side is a rolling chat where people can chat and you can say stuff. And then down at the bottom, you can see the title. So lot number 489 is a Moa Nua Tag Black Gold Silver Stretch Top size 2X. So that's probably their next item in line. They were probably just finishing this number 78. And we can hit the play button and kind of watch as they do it.
About, by the way,
and so, yep, there's
you can list something very quickly.
There's the boys on their live show. And as they hold up these items.
And what size is that, John? Medium?
And I hit the off record button there. But basically what will happen if I get rid of my thing here, you can see down at the bottom, it's shipping and taxes added, but they started that one at $2 and the auction actually ended. If we rewind that and play it, you can see the $2 thing with the 0 seconds under it. So they sold that for $2 to somebody. To seller Central 247 won that for $2 plus shipping and tax. And it's just a very basic looking dress, like by LOL or something. But if that dress had just started at $2, you would have saw that little clock, maybe say 10 seconds, and then it would have counted down 9, 8. And if somebody else had bid $4 on it or $3 or however the increments would have worked on that item, let's say they bid $4, then it would have reset the time back up. You know, let's say they waited till there was 3 seconds left, they bid $4. It resets it back to 10 seconds, and then someone else can bid 6, or someone else can just say it's yours, and that's the end of it. And then you would just move that item off the screen, lay it in the corner, ready to be packed and shipped when you print the label for it. And then you can put the next item up and start either holding it up. They like to put it on a rack there. So that is how they choose to do it. You can see they have 4.99 stars. So pretty cool operation they have going there. And that is basically how WhatNot works. And that's the entire app. Literally, that is it. And if you're a buyer, of course, you would click to go into People's. You can search the search bar for video game or clothing or whatever it is you're looking for and go in and start bidding. Now, if this was an active item that hadn't ended already, right there where that pay button is, right in that right corner area, you would have a button that says bid, and it would tell you what the next increment, like there was a $2 bid on this one, it would say bid $4. Bid $6, bid $8. And you would just click that button and bid. And then once you're done, once the auction closes, if you win, you already have a credit card or debit card on file, and it will just bill your debit or credit card for that amount plus shipping and tax, and you are all set. You'll just sit back and wait for your tracking and wait for your item to arrive. And that is how WhatNot works. So thanks to Posh Kings for letting me use them as a little sample here. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you have experience with WhatNot, have you sold on there? Have you considered it? Are you totally confused? Are there questions, comments, concerns you'd like to leave me down in the comment section below? Please do, because I really do think the app has a future. I think it's good. I think it has its uses and its place in the community. I think it's original. They're the first to really do it at this level, and I think that it should be just fine. So congratulations to them. I believe that there is going to be WhatNot people. In fact, I'm certain of it at the Reseller Remix in October in Vegas when we're there. So I will definitely talk to them and try to interview them and get some more information, from Katie and Vicky and the Reseller Remix. And with that, I'll leave you guys to the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the video about WhatNot. I expect to see some comments and questions down below. I figure there probably is some. And until next time, guys, hit that like button, smash it for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps me out. It really, really does. Turning that YouTube thumb blue right below this video is a big, big step for me. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'll have more great videos coming for you all week long through the rest of the month as we get into August. Thank you again, everybody. I'll see you next time.